Well, my time in Vietnam has been almost 1 year, and I have a program in the Long Xuyen Quadrangle, so in a neighbouring province. And we're looking at management of water between two provinces. We have a water management agreement in place, signed off by the People's Committee of both provinces, because there's a clear understanding that both provinces need to work together, because there are flooding issues in one province. There are saltwater intrusion issues in the coastal province, and so there needs to be sort of a more optimal management of water across from one province to the next to solve the issues of water availability for irrigation and salinity intrusion.
Okay.
So I haven't been working in the urban setting, but it's been in the rural agricultural regions.
Right.
Yeah.
So given
But prior to coming to Vietnam, I've worked in the University of Queensland and taught a lot in integrated water resource management. But also prior to that, I worked for Sydney Water, and so I have that water background, sewage and water infrastructure and environmental science. We've been trying hard to engage with our partners. So we have partners in the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, and so we've been investing in things like models to look at the hydrodynamics of the system, but getting our Vietnamese experts engaged with that and linked to Australian University or Australian experts, but also making sure that the key decision makers in DART and DONRE are also engaged, because so they understand why we're investing in models, what the models can do, what are the limitations of the models, what sort of data that the models need to have to make them good models. And so capacity building in that respect is important. And we've prior to me coming to Vietnam, I had two groups of Vietnamese come over to Australia, and we could take them into the field, talk to them about water-sensitive urban design, talk to them about modelling, talk to them about integrated sort of planning and those sorts of things. So although Australia is obviously quite different than Vietnam, there are some principles and lessons to be demonstrated, or that the Vietnamese can explore, I guess. I guess it's showing the concepts that are in place, and letting the Vietnamese explore that as an option in their situation, I guess. More courses like this, case studies like this, I think are very important in the Vietnamese context. And just getting the key planning, the key policy people on board. It's one thing to have the academics, but we really need the practitioners, the policymakers and the planners to look more broadly and more holistic about planning these sorts of developments, and understanding what is water-sensitive urban design.